Welcome back, guys. We're going to do a ever so popular right now, will it start vehicle. This is our accidental Hummer. We bought this at auction, kind of forgot about it when we placed the bid, and ended up winning it. The only thing we know about this thing is it does not run. We know it's missing the radiator, we know it's missing the engine speed sensor, but past that we don't know anything. We don't know if it'll crank over, if the engine's locked up or what. We have two brand new batteries here, and we got two old batteries in the truck, and we are going to see if it will do anything. We're going to use a good old ether on it instead of trying to get the fuel system working. I know some of you won't like that, but it's what we're going to do. We're not going to fool with a fuel system for now. Also, we'll try cranking it over with the transmission cooler lines disconnected at first, just to see if it'll crank. If it will crank over, we'll hook our transmission cooler lines up, and then we'll hit it with some ether and see if we can't get to start. So we've already started out. The battery box was just uncovered already. You've got your basic hand tools here, and we're working with a 24-volt system. All these military Hummers are 24 volt. So we have two batteries. We're going to go ahead and pull these out, put the fresh brand new units in, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, we've got our new batteries in. We got the hood open to see if we have any smoke coming out of this machine. Our connections are not tight. Just in case we do have electrical issues, we want to be able to tear those terminals off of these batteries in pretty quick fashion. Try and keep this thing from burning down. Like we said, we don't know much about this thing except it does not run or drive. So we're going to walk around here and hit the start switch, see what happens. Well, that's a good sign. And no signal.
We got a translight on.
Translight's on. Of course.
What did... Oh, those are all lights.
That's for the lights. Parking brake set. Well, I mean, look, if it was easy, everybody'd do it.
Wait, is it because the wait light is on?
The wait light's glow plugs.
Right.
We could have a bad starter. Well.
Wait, turn it back on.
Back on.
Gauges are working.
Alright, well. Let me go up. I'll get a jumper wire. Shut this off so we don't let any smoke out of it. I'll get a tool here. Climb underneath it. We'll see if we can't jump the starter solenoid. Maybe some alligator clips, make it easy so I don't have to crawl up and down underneath it. Alright guys, we got our handy dandy power probe set up. Found where we need to go. We did not hook our transmission cooler lines up yet. And I'm not sure that this is going to work. But we got to get our air box off. We're going to shoot a little bit of ether in this thing, even with the transmission cooler lines off, and see what we can't get out of it. I'm using standard. They might be metric. Let me grab my metric set. Guys, this is our first Humvee. We don't know how this goes. Is it metric? Is it standard? You know, yes, it's a 2004 model, so it could be either one. You think they'd be standard all the way from you know, when they started till now, but we don't know that. We don't know if there's been field repairs made or not.
So is this an overflow or what is that?
No, I do believe that's a transmission cooler line. It kind of looks like they have a couple different units in. You know, I mean, these things were fixed in the field a lot.
Well, the thing is, there's no other real blue line running through here.
Yeah, I'm quite aware. Of course. Tick on me. We're working out here in the field, guys. Out in the woods, basically. Middle of the field. We didn't have a hard winter here in Missouri, so we get ticks all the time. Well, and of course the other side's spinning. Why wouldn't that be captured?
I still think it'd be pretty sweet if this thing turns out to be not so good, to take this suspension and put it in a 90s K2500, K1500.
Well, not sure how all that would line up. These rails are pretty narrow. The bodies of these trucks hang off the side quite a bit. So it might work. You might be able to, I don't know, build longer half shafts.
Well, could you use the cradle out of this truck?
You might be able to, you know. Dag nabbit.
Still not working.
No, like everything else around here.
You know, there is just a clamp back here that we can take off to shoot it straight down the...
Well, you know, that rubber isn't rock hard yet.
Well, most of the lines on this truck don't seem too bad.
No.
It'd be worth it to throw a Cummins or a Duramax in it.
Or a twin turbo LS.
I still think it'd be better to do 6-liter and twin turbos in my white 94 Camaro.
Well,
Which hopefully that can be on the channel soon.
yeah. That's one of several, I'm sure, that will be on the channel. That one will be on as a full build. There we go. All right, can you work that camera and squirt ether?
Yeah. We got to turn power on.
I'll turn the power on.
God.
We'll see if it'll light off.
There we go.
Now, if this thing kicks off, you're probably going to have to make a beeline for the switch if it starts pumping fluid.
Tell me when to squirt.
You can go ahead and squirt. Oh, that's a good squirt.
Should have run off of that.
Are you ready?
Yep. We got tools falling.
Oh, great. You ready?
Yeah. It ran.
It runs. Yeah. Whew. Runs. Yeah.
It smells horrible.
Well, you didn't squirt just a little bit of ether in there.
Oh, now it's leaking.
Yeah.
That's a little late.
I'd be leaking too after all the ether you sprayed on it. Holy moly.
She ran though.
Well, it started.
Oh yeah.
Let's
I guess you can consider that.
we're gonna go ahead and try and hook these transmission cooler lines up.
I'm gonna shut off the power so we don't waste more battery.
That's a great idea.
Cool.
Let's go. We'll
Look at all that crap and crud.
yeah, brakes don't work. We know that. But it does start. So give us a minute. We'll be right back. Get some more tools. We'll get the transmission cooler hooked up so we don't pump the transmission dry.
Yeah. Because I think it'd be a little difficult to put a transmission in this.
I don't want to put a transmission in it. Hopefully it works.
Hey, knock on wood, it didn't burn down.
Yet.
Sure. Hey, we got enough trees out here.
It's called a forest fire.
No, I'm saying knock on wood.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that sucked.
Let's hook the lines up.
All right.
All right. We got some sections of hose here out of the shop, which you guys hopefully will see one day. Kind of have to bear with us. We're kind of working out of boxes at the moment. I'm not sure that the Hummer's small enough to fit in the shop either, but we've moved here recently, sold our other shop, sold our house, and bought this place out here, and we are still trying to get everything set up. But as most of you know, if you're not making progress on your projects, you're not going anywhere. So try and mix a little of it in, get everything set up, moved, and try and get organized again, and still try and make some headway on what we have sitting around, because I'll tell you what, we got a lot sitting around, a lot that hopefully you all will see on the channel, and a lot of work to do.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a little bit of the Trans Am.
Yeah, so guys, we've got a 78 Trans Am that I've been working on for quite a while. It used to be a 404 speed car. Now it's a LS 6-speed T56, aftermarket suspension, aftermarket just about everything. About the only thing stock on that car is the body anymore. And it's getting really close to being done. We have some exhaust work to do on that car. Waiting on seats to come back from the upholstery shop. And oh, let's see what else.
Got to put the rear tailpipes on.
Yeah, that's the exhaust part.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Just some basic buttoning up of things.
Still got to take the car to get in alignment, and still have to adjust the suspension a little bit.
Yeah. And the car rides on coilovers all the way around. Torque arms set up in the rear. Coilovers up front. Big disc brakes. I mean, just kind of
What
everything.
Is it? C6 Grand, or no, C6Z?
Yep, C6 Z06 brakes. The rotors have been converted from carbon to steel by a company named Gyro Disc. Cool place. They make a lot of steel disc conversions for a lot of cars that had those carbon ceramic brakes. Those carbon ceramic brakes are incredibly expensive, used and new. Let's see here. We're not sure, guys, how much fuel is in this rig. We know it doesn't have a radiator, so we can't let it run too long anyway. I really don't want to keep running this thing on ether. I know it is detrimental to diesel engines. It's hard on them. So I'm not sure where the fuel pump is on this rig.
There's the mechanical one right down there.
Yeah, so it might siphon some up.
All right, are we done here?
Yep, I think so. We're gonna turn the power back on here. I will slide back underneath it. I'll crank it this time, and you hit it with a little shot of ether as it's cranking.
Okay.
A little shot, not hosing it with a garden hose like you did the last time. All right, I'm ready. When you are.
Okay.
Well, I said wait to crank.
Okay. Well.
No ether. Look at that.
Do what?
We have no response from the throttle.
It's trying to do something.
And now it's stuck throttle. Oh boy.
She's rev happy. I think she probably took the rest of that ether out of the...
It was running on diesel fuel.
I know, but there's still a little ether left in there. Yeah, that...
It would have ate it up.
It's gone.
Yeah. Would have ate it up.
Well, I'm kind of surprised about that.
I really wish it would work off of the key or the switch. There is no key on these military Hummers.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go next to the power switch just in case he likes to go
that's
again.
a great idea. We don't need to run away.
No, that'd really suck.
Are you ready?
Yup.
All right.
I think that spring's still caught up.
Yeah, I thought it released.
No, it's got all the cable at the pedal.
All the cable, he says.
As much as you put on there.
This is not ideal. Give me that pry bar.
The short one?
Tell you what, sure be nice if this was inside. Oh, there we go.
Is it coming loose now?
No, it's returned back to its original position.
Here, your hands clear from it? I was gonna push the pedal down and see if it stays.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Pedal doesn't necessarily want to move.
Yeah. Let me get some coil here.
Yeah, it's bending at the inside of it.
Yeah.
She runs off of her own fuel.
Surprising.
Yeah. Well, that kind of sucked. It ran, but it wanted to run.
Well, bonus is it does run. It's got great oil pressure. I don't remember if it was charging or not, but it started and ran. It sounded great. We have some things we know we got to figure out,
and we don't have
like
any,
a radiator. That'd be a great one.
and we don't have any trans leaks.
Guys, if you don't know, hey guys, welcome back. You'll notice things are different. We went to get transmission fluid for this thing to see if it would move. By the time we got back, it had started raining. So we went ahead and moved it in here. It moves under its own power. We still don't have any brakes. Servicing the brake system and trying to get that going will be in the next video. But we moved it in here with the service brake or the parking brake. We've also done some more research on why it won't start by the switch. We think we have that figured out. We'll kind of go through in another video of taking apart the protective control box, which controls the glow plugs and the starting of this thing. So we appreciate you watching. Hit the like and the subscribe. It's free, but it helps us out. And we'll see you on the next one.